All right, JeWeL bowling fans, this is Josh. Listen to another Tips and Trick Thursday. Today we're focusing on a little bit of a trick, and that's going to be how you can manipulate or remove a little bit of down lane reaction while not having to manipulate your target or your feet by simply the depth of one of your fingers inside the bowling ball. We're going to walk through that, but essentially what we're talking about is as you remove your fingers out of the finger hole slightly, and we can talk about what each one does individually, but in doing so, it enables you to get a little less rotation on the bowling ball or a little more axis tilt and otherwise. So we're going to look at the differences and what the reaction is going to be in this video today. This is a normal shot, my fingers totally inserted. I'm looking at my target right around 14 to 15 at the arrows to right about 10 down lane. We're going to try and make the exact same shot, but now we're going to take out the ring finger halfway out of the grip. So again, looking at 14, 15 at the arrows to about 10 down lane. So I can see with just a little bit less ring finger in the bowling ball, you get that extra foot to 2 foot of push or skid down lane. That's because they're not able to impart as much rotation as the ball comes off the fingers. So what am I talking about when I'm saying taking my fingers out of the finger holes? Ideally, fully inserted. Notice how deep my fingers are. When I'm pulling them out, I'm literally taking them out halfway. So you can see I'm barely in the ball. And by doing so, you cannot get as much on the bowling ball. You can't do both fingers. Keep the middle finger in all the way and just pull the ring finger out halfway. That will cut down on revolutions and your ability to put turn on the ball as it leaves your hand. So when might this be useful? Ideally, if you're bowling on shorter patterns or flatter patterns where your ball just seems to be tipping too much, but you still like the shape, taking that ring finger out just slightly will enable a little less rotation and give you a little more push or skid down lane. It's a good trick to use on cheetah or wool for any kind of short patterns or wood lane surfaces. It'll allow the ball to get through the fronts cleaner with a little bit less back end reaction. So there's your trick for this week's Tips and Trick Thursday. I'm Josh Lewis for JeWeL Bowling. Be back at you next week with another tips and trick. We're going to be looking at asymmetrical versus symmetrical bowling balls, actually for a 3-part series for the next 3 weeks. So remember to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.